It's nasty because Bryce is better than Bronny. Bronny, I want to say this too. LeBron James is my favorite player ever. Shout out to Bronny. I commend you.
Hey, I hate to go back and interrupt you, but what was the heart attack joint with Bronny at the? Was that? I mean, you know on the ground, you know what I'm saying, the bottom level.
Right.
I mean, we thought that it was
fake.
No, we thought bro was taking steroids to try to get bigger, or stronger,
and
or
that's
faster,
what
or
made
something.
his heart give
out. That's what
out.
we thought, man.
Yeah, and I ain't mad at that.
Bro must have been doing something because we ain't never seen no children get no heart attack.
That young,
I ain't never seen
at
it.
18.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm with you on that. We don't play by mental health. When it's serious, it's serious. But at the same time, it kind of seemed fugazi. You was averaging 4 points as a freshman and when he starting.
Did you see any of the combine comments from the people who was making assessments? He wasn't him.
The jig is up.
Like their assessment of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't say it off the top of my head.
Right.
But it was horrible.
The jig is up.
But I promise, I thought he looked good. I thought he looked much more impressive than he ever did at USC.
That's a fact.
I promise. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, okay. So now like they had him on pause or something, or they told him to take it light there so he can come on, because he needed that for eligibility, correct?
Facts.
All right. So the league gonna take him just like Antetokounmpo brothers.
A lot of them.
You know
the
what
league,
I mean?
yeah, most definitely.
No shade to the Antetokounmpo brothers, but I mean,
y'all trash too.
Is that dude straight?
Yeah, they trash.
Yeah.
They trash as hell.
I think I seen him miss a layup.
They trash as hell. That's just I know somebody type deal. And don't get me wrong, eventually Bronny will be a pro. Bryce is better.
How do you feel about the ladies beating up Caitlin Clark on the court?
I think two parts to that. I think it's one, Ricky Hazen. They giving you too much clout, and we're actually like that because you got the Aja Wilsons, you got the Breanna Stewarts, you got the even Angel Reese, even though she's rookie. I think it's Ricky Hazen, and I also blame her teammates. Why y'all ain't stepped up? Yo. Welcome back to episode 7 of the Walla Podcast. I am your host, Rico Pickett, a.k.a. The GOAT. In time, you'll figure out why. And this is my partner, my brother, Major Strong. Shout out to that's Major Podcast. Strong, how you feeling, man?
Feeling pretty good, man.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling pretty good.
I appreciate you being on.
Yeah.
Episode 7. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You helping making this possible. Today, we talking about AAU basketball. Right? AAU basketball, which stands for Amateur Athletic Union, a.k.a. Summer League Youth Ball for kids. Yeah. You know, second grade, first grade through 12th grade. Yeah, it's all over the nation, everywhere, right? So what AAU actually stands for, not the acronym or what, Amateur Athletic Union stand for, but at the same time, it's for betterment of youth kids, to help get scholarships, to play better competition, to see the world, to see different states, to just, overall become better.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, but I do, first of all, I got some stats for you, though, before we jump into the whole, pod.
Okay. But the difference between AAU and high school is high school played the games more stretched out. AAU played 4 to 6 games a week or a weekend.
Yeah, they do. They do. So it's a lot of wear and tear, and that's a lot of negatives.
But wouldn't that make it? Wouldn't they have a jump start on the kids that aren't fortunate enough to play AAU ball?
Most definitely.
Do you gotta have a bag to play AAU?
You ain't gotta have a bag, but you do have to pay. You do have to pay. And we're gonna get into that too, because y'all are charging outrageous charges right now for AAU. Because, parents really don't be knowing. I know. So this is what we here for, the Wild Out Podcast, to inform people. A lot of these tournaments really don't be costing that much. It's just the coaches and the people that's bagging the team be trying to recoup their money.
Well, like prestige, putting prestige on the tournament itself, and charging an extra bag.
Charging an extra bag. In actuality, the tournaments be costing like $300-$400.
But I'm a capitalist.
Like the most regular. Right. And I know. And I'm not mad at it because these AAU coaches, shout out to y'all too. Y'all take time out and y'all do this. A lot of y'all for free. But a lot of y'all do it for the wrong reasons too. But getting back to like some of the prices of, the tournaments, we just speaking on, you say it bad.
Yeah.
So what parents have to pay? Some of these parents paying $1,500, $2,000 for a month and a half, 2 months.
So these aren't middle of the road kids or middle of the road parents.
They could be. They could be because AAU.
What talent?
Talent and just talent and just overall because a lot of people are new to AAU.
So if I pay $1,500 as a parent, my kid ain't him.
Yeah, no. You know what? This is the Wild Out Podcast.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let you lie on your own podcast.
Yeah, we ain't doing that. Yeah. Let's keep it real. If your kid gotta pay $1,500, 2 bands, whatever, he or she really ain't him because the best players really play for free. We're gonna keep this all the way real. I'm so glad you did that, man. Now the flip just switched. I'm glad you said that. You are exactly right, sir. I appreciate you, brother. You right. Because a lot of y'all coaches and team owners be jipping these kids, man. Like, okay, if I got 12 kids on the team and everybody paid 2 bands, I know how to count. That's 24 bands.
Yeah.
These tournaments costing $300-$400.
What do you mean by the tournaments cost $300-$400? Which is like the rental of the gym?
No. The entry fee just for us to come play. So us getting to the games, the feeding the kids, putting them up is separate from.
Of course.
So I'm not saying that.
So that's what's included in the 2000.
It's included in the 2000.
Your jersey,
that's
your
a fact.
Shoes,
that's a fact. That's a fact. That's what it should be. That ain't what's going on.
Because the gear is sponsored.
It was free. Or I had Big Bob Gibson pay for the jerseys. I just didn't tell you. So I put that in my pocket. Y'all, poosh, heisty. This is what's going on right now. That's nasty.
Crazy work.
This is crazy work, Strong. It's nasty. This is what's really going on. But we're going to get into that. Pause. Okay. We're going to get into that.
So go ahead and take us to the stats. And I'm sorry.
No, you good. That was a great question.
I had to ask you.
That was a great question.
I mean,
they out here stealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's really going on.
Well, some kids and some parents are getting robbed.
Okay, that's a fact. And that's a fact. And like I said, there are tournaments that cost more than $300-$400. I'm not saying it. I'm saying your average AAU tournament, no more than $500. But if we can divide,
how many teams enter an average AAU tournament?
10 to 20.
Okay.
So you gotta imagine the people that's hosting.
They straight.
Plus the concession stand.
They get in the concession stand too. Yeah, they straight.
We charge you $20-$30 a day for the whole day. But granted, you're seeing all the games.
But my team might have to pay for Greyhound. True. My team might have to pay for a hotel fee. Eating.
Yeah.
I mean that is
these growing young men.
How many kids are on a team? I remember back in the 90s when Kirkton was playing.
Oh, it used to be 16, 17 back then.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
so
excuse me. Now it's 10 to 12. Our average AAU team is 10 to 12 players.
That's it.
So you gotta imagine, like I said,
so it's just 2 rotations.
It's 2 rotations. Sometimes not even it.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes not even it. It just depends on who we are, how good are we, how deep are we. Pause. Yeah, but you gotta understand if the tournament $500 strong. I got 24 bands from the beginning. I got off.
No, hold on. Let's go ahead and do the math.
Yeah.
I got 24 racks. What's Greyhound fees?
Okay, let's see. Not even. Because in today's time, I'm glad you said that. Ain't no more Greyhounds. It's parents, we're either driving or we're flying.
So that's not on me.
That ain't on me. Oh that ain't on me. That's not on me.
Ain't no way.
That's on you.
Be serious.
No, I'm dead serious. Now, sponsor teams gonna either get you the Sprinter van, or we're gonna take these flights and we're gonna feed you and put you up. But there's
we need more than 24.
We need more than 24. But this is the thing though. It's coming from an Adidas, a Nike, a Reebok, a Puma. So that's light. Yeah. We talking about the local teams. He's still getting, or she still got 24, 25 bands, depending on what she charged in these tournaments, 400-500. And I'm not feeding you, and I'm not getting you there.
Hey, your audience have to forgive me for my ignorance.
No, go ahead.
I don't know
That's
anything about any of that. That didn't even sound right. That sound crazy. So the sponsor teams are being flown out by Adidas or whatever sponsor.
That's a fact. AAU been going on for 30 plus years, and that's been going on.
And so the non-sponsor teams, can they play in the same tournament as the sponsor teams?
Yes, they just got to pay more.
What?
Sponsor teams is free because we're sponsored. If you're not sponsored and you're such and such from Decatur, Alabama.
Free. Sponsored means Nike paid for it all, right?
Somebody paid for it, but to us it's free.
Okay, but I'm just
not
saying,
to mention y'all gave us free shoes, free sweatsuits, free book bags, free everything. Yeah, hey man, hold up. Go ahead.
So non-sponsored teams are pulling up with kids. Regular KDs that they bought from 2 years
different
ago.
Shorts. Last year jerseys matching with this year jerseys. Y'all nasty for that too. That's crazy work. Y'all gotta stop doing this, man. Last year I seen a team in cross guard jerseys. The jerseys didn't even connect on the side, straw. Like this is but said person,
like you mean the lime joints,
crossing guard. Hey, you stop. Y'all go. Don't even connect. Just throw it over the top.
Like the construction worker.
The construction worker joints. Hey, but said person collected 2 bands. So listen, we're gonna get into the No.
Oh, okay.
No. Yes, per kid.
Oh man.
Per kid. They ain't doing it off the love of the strip strong. This is off the bag. I need the bag. Do you hear me?
Are these kids talented? The non-sponsored
2 out of 10.
Teams? Well, that's all you need though. You need the whole joint.
Nah, you getting smoked. Hey, you got 1 or 2 kids, you getting smoked.
I'm so sorry, but before you go to the stats, was John Petty them? Was he on a sponsored AAU
sponsored? Team? Yes, sir. Adidas team. Yes, sir. He was.
So John Petty.
Yes, he was. John Petty was one of them. John Petty was top 25.
I know.
Yeah, he was one of
them. That's the closest.
Oh, he ain't paying nothing. Listen. You thankful for me showing up this weekend? You Adidas, I played with Nike last weekend.
Was taking the work like that.
No, and you may have paid me or my mom's.
Yeah.
And you gave me a whole bunch of shoes for free. You might have gave me some tickets to a game. Oh, it's all type of well, you elite. We ain't on no, we ain't paying for none of that strong. Cause if I gotta pay, I ain't playing.
Did you play on a sponsored AAU team?
Only 2 years I played AAU. Nike and Reebok. I never paid a dime for anything. You're flying me out. Okay, so coming to pick me up.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Were you, and I'm not to be stuck on you, but were you, you didn't pay anything?
Never.
And were you on the team with kids that actually paid money, funds?
Yes, sir. And you was taught to never say nothing about if you paid or not.
Wow.
To keep the camaraderie of the team together.
Yeah, conducive.
Yeah, conducive.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Wow.
All of us, nigga, blank, out of 12 kids, 7 of them paid. They did to get the experience that you're getting for free because you him or one of hims. Mind you, though, when you playing sponsor ball, which is a company, you playing the best of the best. And that's what AAU really supposed to be about. It's really supposed to be the best of the best. And the biggest gripe that I have now of kids playing AAU. I feel like the opportunity should be for everybody because I don't want to sound contradictory. But everybody can't play on this level. It's levels because it's like, and I don't mean to harp on my time, but when I was playing and just back in the day when it first started, just because you paid didn't mean you played. It didn't. Kids were just thankful for going on trips, seeing different things, seeing different cultures, staying for 3 or 4 days, gaining life bonds, being on these AU teams, because there's guys to this day that I still have I'm in contact with, that, I played AU with for a month or 2 with. But that's a forever longing bond. So it's really the experience, how when we was playing, but now it's free for all. It's free for all. If I make a 2 to 3 minute highlight tape on YouTube, I'm most likely to get a scholarship. And it's nasty. It's nasty.
But they're going to come see you in real life, though. And they're going to come see if you like that
Depends.
or if you not like
it. Depends on who you connected to. If I'm a well-respected coach and I say
do college teams, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, I really am.
Yeah.
Do college teams work out kids? You can't work out of high school.
No.
So you got to go out a shot in the dark, just straight in stats and his whatever footage.
Every scholarship I offer, I got to do that.
Oh, man, that's scary.
It's scary. And you lose more than you win. You actually lose more than you win. Because a lot of these scholarships, you going off of personal relationships with you and that coach or that assistant coach with the school. Yeah. I had Derrick Rose, then I had XYZ 2 years in a row from your school. The third year, you ain't gonna tell me little Timmy Graves messed up and he just had 2 kids and his mama a basket case. You ain't gonna tell me all of this because you want to keep the pipeline open. That was crazy.
Pause.
Yeah, pause. That was crazy. So let's go to the stats, man. The first stats is according to a 2023 study by the NCAA, right? Only 3.5 high school males playing varsity actually make it to college basketball.
Okay, so obviously the top of the top. They make it. Can you repeat that one more time? I apologize.
According to a 2023 study conducted by the NCAA, only 3.5 of high school males that play varsity basketball actually makes it to college basketball in general. So that's 3.5 out of 100%.
So that's the best of the best, which is 3.5% of the
top 50 players.
Yeah.
Top 50. No, I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't say it because way too many high school kids playing basketball. I say the top 1,000 out of millions actually make it to college basketball. But listen, only 1% of those 3.5 actually make a Division I roster.
Everybody know the 1%ers.
Did y'all hear that? Only 1% out of the 3.5 actually makes it to a Division I roster.
So the other 2.5% of the kids, the high school ball players, they go to Division II and JUCO?
JUCO, NAIA, D3. Oh, it get nasty.
What's the highest level after Division I?
The highest level is Division I straight out.
Right.
The second level is Division I. It's Division I part Division II, which is mid-major. Like when I went to Manhattan College, it was Division I, but it's a mid-major.
So can a mid-major go to the Elite Eight?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
But you have to win your conference to even get in the NCAA tournament. So your road is harder. I got to win my conference to even. That's what we here for, the breakdown knowledge strong. The third highest level, Division II basketball. The fourth highest level is junior college. The fifth highest level, which is the last, is Division III. My bad, it's 6 divisions. NAIA is the 6th division, which is the last one. It's 6 of them, man. There's levels to everything you're doing.
What is NAIA? Like
NAIA is, and there's no shade to nobody. I want to preface this whole pod too. There's no shade. It's just, this is a Wild Out podcast. NAI is I'm playing for the love. Yeah, that's what it really. Now I done seen dudes come up out the NAIA, but that's a whole different grit and grind. And he knew somebody, and they opened up a door. It wasn't because I averaged 40 NAIA, because if I averaged 40 NAIA, why am I not in a higher level? I shouldn't even be here, right?
Right.
Yeah, there's levels to it. Oh, it's nasty. It get nasty. You playing for the love then. So you playing for the love. No way in hell I'm playing NAIA. But listen. So the second stat is, and this is something new to me, right?
Yeah.
Nah, not this one, because I've been through this, and the third one is this one. Playing AAU ball, your scholarship could get reprimanded.
Elaborate.
My bad. Rescinded.
Can you elaborate?
Yes, sir.
Can you give us more on that so we can understand?
Yes, sir. Rescinded. My bad. I said reprimanded. Rescinded. That means a school offered you a scholarship, right? Because I want to say that part too. Now they got scholarships to where they're non-committable, meaning you can commit to this school after we give you the scholarship when we tell you can commit to this school. Because back in my day, once a school offered you, you can be like, oh, I commit. Verbally. Like how I did the University of Connecticut.
So now we don't want you to commit until we know that until we know that you're not going to be injury prone.
No. Until I know Major Strong ain't coming. It's a nasty game. Yeah. So when I say rescinded, that means we offered you in January, right, a full scholarship. You a junior. Let's say you're underclassmen, anything under 12th grade. I offered you in January. Come June, when I see you play AAU, Major committed June the 1st. So now I took your scholarship back. You no longer had this full scholarship because Major Strong, the number 12 player in the country, the number 2 point guard in the country, decided to come to Alabama.
So if I'm UConn and I don't know if I'm going to get Bryce James,
right?
And at the last minute he want to come, but I already got X amount of all my commits guys.
Yeah, I can X one of you. One of y'all gone. One of y'all are definitely gone. That's what it is.
Because Bryce him.
It's nasty because Bryce is better than Bronny. Bronny, I want to say this too. LeBron James is my favorite player ever. Shout out to Bronny. I commend you.
Hey, I hate to go back and interrupt you, but what was the heart attack joint with Bronny at the? Was that? I mean, you know on the ground, on the bottom level.
Right.
I mean, we thought that it was
fake.
No, we thought Brad was taking steroids to try to get bigger, or stronger,
and that's
faster,
what
or
made his heart get.
That's what we thought, man.
Yeah, and I ain't mad at that.
Must have been doing something because we ain't never seen no tearing.
I ain't mad.
No heart attack. I ain't never seen
at
that.
18.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm with you on that. And we don't play by mental health. When it's serious, it's serious. But at the same time, it kind of seemed fugazi. You was averaging 4 points as a freshman and when he starting. Now you enter the league. We know LeBron your daddy. So we know you either going to go undrafted and go to the Lakers, or whatever team you get drafted to, LeBron going to go to. This has already been in a play. Bronny, you're not ready, okay? Hold up, my bad, Storm. For you said, Bronny, you are not ready. I don't care how high your vertical is. I don't care how good you look in pre-draft workouts when there's nobody out here. You shouldn't have been on the USA. Ain't none of this to salt you down or nothing. You shouldn't have been no McDonald's game. You the lowest ranked player of all time to play in the McDonald's game. Ever. The top 25 players playing the McDonald's game. It's from the beginning of time to now. No shade. You shouldn't have been on the USA team. No, you shouldn't. We know LeBron your daddy, so we give you that. And you played big in both of the games, so I can't be mad at you. But, bro, stay in the transfer portal. Go back to school. Go to Duke or somewhere so you can hide and blend in. knock down corner three, get some fast break dunks. LeBron gonna be there giving you high fives, doing handshakes, and do that. NBA, you G League by January.
So, did you see any of the any of the NBA Summer League
Combine?
Did you see any of the combine comments from the people who was making assessments? I don't know. I forgot what they was called.
Hit me.
Did you see anything
that
they were saying? It was like he wasn't him.
The jig is up.
Like their assessment of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't say it off the top of my head.
Right.
But it was horrible.
The jig is up.
But I promise, I thought he looked good. I thought he looked much more impressive than he ever did at USC.
That's a fact.
I promise. That's what I thought. I was like, oh, okay. So now like they had him on pause or something, or they told him to take it light there so he can come on, because he needed that for eligibility, correct?
Facts.
All right. So the league gonna take him just like Antetokounmpo brothers.
A lot of them.
You know
the league, yeah, most definitely.
No shade to the Antetokounmpo brothers, but I mean,
y'all trash too.
Is that dude straight?
Yeah, they trash. Yeah, they trash as hell.
I think I seen him miss a layup.
They trash as hell. That's just I know somebody type deal. And don't get me wrong, eventually Bronny will be a pro. Bryce is better. Bryce is better than him.
How much better? A real prospect.
If we going on 10, a scale from 1 to 10, Bronny is a 6, Bryce is an 8 at 16. And it ain't just the height, it's just his game is better. Now, don't get me wrong, Strong. When you out there by yourself in a combine and ain't nobody guard me and I'm coming off imaginary screens and I'm going to just run and jump and hit the top, the vertical thing, you look amazing. But I don't believe in I dumbed it down in college.
So I can give my best.
Yeah, dumb down, you would be starting. You still didn't start. At USC. Which ain't even no basketball school. Granted, you had the number 1 player in the country at the point. Shout out to Isaiah, lotto pick. But you couldn't even start at the 2? I don't want to hear it. So moving on to the next one, what I didn't know was now in today's time, not only do they have a transfer portal to where you can transfer to any school you want to right off the bat.
And play.
When we was in school, you and I.
Red shirt,
got to sit out a year. You know what I'm saying? Then go D1 to D1.
But you still had your year eligibility.
Yeah,
correct?
You still get it. Then. You just got to sit out.
Man, that's crazy.
They got it better now. Sweet shout out to them. We finna get paid off the NCAA money too.
Hold on, we're going to get to the
Okay, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Okay, so listen. This is unbeknownst to me. This is something new to me. There are no more 4-year scholarships.
What do you mean?
It's year to year.
And what would a scholarship consist of now? Is it different than it used to be?
Production.
Wow. So not academics? Not academic, but
it's called the both? NLI. Not the NIL, the NLI. National Letter of Intent. You have to re-sign it for 4 years or however long you at that school.
Every year.
I'm used to one take Timmy.
Do you know any specifics that would make it non-renewable for the kids?
Yes. Like a production. Like I said, you not being what they projected you to be, or you not going to class, or you not getting the grades, or we don't have to no longer put up with you for 4 years and make up grades and have people to pay off teachers and do all this and deans, and we ain't got to do all that no more.
So I wouldn't have student loan debt. I would just be kicked off the team and out of the school.
Point blank period.
Just get out of here.
Student debt belongs to regular students now, not athletes. Alabama, University of Alabama is $55,000 to $60,000 a year. That's just University of Alabama. So we can only imagine the University of Duke University, University of North Carolina, UCLA, Georgetown. Shout out to Georgetown, which is actually a black college that people sleep on. But yeah, but it's year to year, bro. It's year to year. Oh, you was poo cheese last year? I got this senior or this sophomore coming out of JUCO that's starving.
Hungry. Project kid.
Come on, man. My whole existence is different from yours. I'm playing to eat. You playing for likes and shares and comments, and I fell victim to it. It's the real. I want to tap into a little bit of the pros and cons of playing AAU basketball. A little bit of pros and cons. One of them is traveling across the state and the country, seeing new things you never seen before. Right? I already touched on meeting kids and camaraderie and building lifelong bonds. I already did that. A major one for me that's actually a pro that people look at as a con is a reality check.
Because iron sharpen iron.
Iron sharpen iron. This is supposed to be the best of the best, whether on my team or who we playing against. Because let's get this clear, people. AAU is not rec ball. AAU is not school ball. School ball is the most structure you're going to get. Rec ball is loosey-goosey, running gun. Glorified rec ball is basically AAU in today's time. It's running gun strong. There are no real defensive sets. Ain't too many plays. It's get the ball to the best players. Let's see what you can do. A lot of ISO ball. That's what's going on, right? So the pros of that is showing your actual skill set or somebody strapping you up, aka locking you up to where you can't even get off, which is gonna show you its levels.
So if I'm a smaller guard and one of my key talents is I got the ball in the string.
Right.
Can I come down and do me?
The AAU coach most definitely gonna let you come down and do you. Most definitely. But
so it's less restrictive
than
conform to the coach's liking game.
I ain't calling no play. It's
I think high school turning more like that too. Like these coaches, I'm noticing coaches getting out of here quick now. It ain't no the runs Wally Sanders had. For example, the guys had in the 80s, 90s because they went through 2 decades.
Right.
A coach from the 80s coached high school basketball to the 2000s. The 2000s here, they skipping right through these coaches.
Every 2 or 3 years.
So if I'm a coach, I gotta let these guys loose.
In order
we ain't won a ship.
We ain't won one since 72.
Since 72.
Since 72. We ain't been back to the Final Four since 07. Shout out to that squad. But you're right though. Coaches nowadays, they have to kind of let you get off to keep their job. But it's only not just that. It's where the game has evolved to. It's threes and dunks. Shout out to Steph Curry and LeBron James. It's threes and dunks. The midi is a lost art. That's a pie by itself. So the reality check of your skills, that was like you spoke on as far as if I got the handle on the string, I can come down and do what I want to do, boom, boom, boom. But
wasn't Mike a mid-range killer?
Kobe.
And Kobe.
A lot of the guards in the early 2000s. Wade, Gilbert Arenas.
Mid-range.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Gil did start that pulling up.
Chris Bosh.
He was the guy that kind of started wilding out.
Hibachi.
Pulling up.
Agent Zero.
Yeah, he was wilding out.
But D. Wade, at one of the most underrated.
No, what I'm saying is Mr. Hibachi was pulling up way beyond the 3.
Before Steph Curry.
Yes,
half court.
He was wilding.
He checked.
Yeah. Now D. Wade, I think he's number 3 behind Kobe Bryant.
I think so too. You talking about point guards shooting guards of all time?
Mid-range guys, yeah.
After Mike, Kobe, D. Wade, I ain't mad at that.
I think the numbers actually support it.
I ain't mad at that. Yeah. Shout out to D. Wade. So my 5th pro is gaining a scholarship. AAU, I will say this, people. School ball is school ball. Nothing's like school ball. You have to play school ball 9 times out of 10 in order to play college ball. Everybody don't. Some people can go walk on, go make the team, but that means you was already talented enough. You just didn't have your priorities in order in high school, right? So Gaining a scholarship. AAU is the fastest way to gain a scholarship because you have more college coaches actually at the games and sitting at the games. But that can be to your detriment too. Because when they watching you sit on the bench, your demeanor, your attitude, are you cheering on teammates? Are you listening to the coach? Are you too focused on my dukes and pops in the crowd or my homeboy and my old lady in the crowd? I'm trying to impress, and the coach watching me watch my old lady in the crowd off of everything I do. I don't want that kid. And I gotta say this too, people. Parents, ain't nothing wrong with cheering for your kids. Cheer for them. Be there for them. Support them. But when you at that game, know the boundaries. Let that coach. Don't have your kid split in the middle of, okay, mama said this, I'm watching mama, and mama doesn't like this, what I just did, but coach told me to do this, so now I'm torn. And to an average teenager, the frontal lobe hadn't developed. So you not intelligent enough, most people. 2 out of 10 kids is.
Yeah.
I was one of them. And my pops didn't do that. But, he knew when to shut up and when to let coach. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't have it. And it's not to make it about me. I'm just saying it's like, parents, help your kids out because college coaches are watching you too. They watching you. It's small, minute things that you think they not, but they actually are because, okay, if I'm recruiting Lil Major, and Lil Major's the direct truth, he good. But I got to deal with a Ja Morant daddy who want to be seen dancing all in the videos.
Now, but now you got to be Ja for that to be a thing.
You have to be. But I'm talking about you having a Ja daddy and you Za.
Man, you not Ja?
I'm not putting up with you.
Nah.
Why would I? I can go get Sam Smith from West Bumble, Arkansas.
Who, him?
4.0. Him. Parents all for it. They gonna allow me to coach him. Help him become a better young man, because that's first in coaching. You coaches got to get back to that too. So let's go to some cons. A few cons. Becoming a worse basketball player than you was before you started.
No, hold on. You said it's a wonderful way for kids to be seen and get scholarships. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to go back a little bit. My bad. But it could hurt them. Mm-hmm. Now you saying hurt them just because of the parents or I had a bad performance 3 games in a row.
Both.
And that really ain't my game.
Both. Because Coach K, well, he don't coach no more. But
man,
shout out to Coach K. Coach K can come to my game this weekend, me playing at Georgia Tech, and he see me being selfish, not cheering on my teammates, not being coachable. He had already offered me just watching me in high school because he just seen film.
But now he see me in person.
Now he see me in person.
Some of my personality.
He see my personality. You're not a Duke guy. Because people don't even realize Duke don't pick all the top kids. They pick the top character kids.
The average 20.
At this small 1A, 2A school, but I'm going to bring them. They have their top 10 players. They're going to have 1 or 2 every year because they Duke. North Carolina, too. The UCLAs, the Syracuses, shout out to Lil Mello. You're going to get to that, too. But, yeah, you're not a Duke guy. You might be a Alabama guy, but this prestige is a little bit different. So, yes, you can lose it off a parent, your own actions. Your coach lied to me.
Wow.
And now I see little Timmy in person. You told me little Timmy was 6'6", but he's 6'3".
Yeah.
I got a 6'6" point guard. I don't need little Timmy to be 6'3" at the 2 or 3. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Because he on camera playing 1As. So he looks 6'6". He can do what he want to do. Come down, shooting the tray on a fast break. But in AAU, when he got the number 1 player in his position guarding him, 94 feet.
That's crazy work. So let me ask you, and not to be personal about your experiences with it, but is it different playing if a Shushevsky, if you walk in and say, "Oh my God, this is Coach K"?
Yes, and you can blank this out. Pause. Assholes get tight. Assholes get tight.
No pause.
No pause. Because
real life.
I've only seen him on TV. He here to watch me play? Oh, it's put up and shut up. That's why I went back a couple pods ago that I had to say the difference between me and Derrick Rose. I'm playing for rankings. He playing to eat.
The game just looked different.
It just looked different. You cool with taking your little pictures for Rivals.com with your headband on. They give you a couple stars. He ain't That's cool.
Young Derrick Rose played like Tupac rap.
Simeon, D Rose from the inner city of Southside Chicago.
Very aggressive.
Shout out to James Harden, inner city of LA. Playing with a whole different purpose.
Hey, did you play against James Harden in the AAU?
AAU, ABCD camp, and he was on my team at the Round Ball All-American camp. Round Ball All-American All-Star game. He was on my team. Him, OJ Mayo, Kevin Love, Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose didn't play, but he was there.
Did you start?
That's a piece, too.
Did you start?
No, I didn't almost start. I came in behind Johnny Flynn that played for Syracuse. Yeah, you know Johnny Flynn.
Real black.
Yeah. We was at the United
headband joint.
With the headband joint. Number 5 in Syracuse.
But
guess what, though?
Gosh.
My locker was Scottie Pippen's locker at the United Center.
How tall was Johnny Flynn?
Johnny Flynn, 5'10" on a good day. When he stretched, pause.
So he was just different.
He was just different. OJ Mayo was all LeBron. He sat in Mike locker at the United Center before the All-American game. You know, we was in the locker room. I sat in Pippen's. I felt good, pause, because I was sitting there, royalty. Got to take the picture by the statue of Mike, I did. But James Harden, D Rose, OJ Mayo, they play with a different purpose. So getting back to you saying how different is it when
Shushevsky them.
Yeah, this is I only got one time. Because he ain't coming back after this if I don't do what I'm supposed to do. And even if he came to see one of his commits, this is my chance to bust his ass.
Who is it for the kids now? At the
coaches?
What coaches is it?
Calipari.
So
they just left
at the
Kentucky
modern
to Arkansas.
AAU game, if I see Calipari, oh man,
25 to 30. I gotta have it.
Shucks.
I gotta have it, and I gotta win. Excuse me, because he looking at that too.
And you got to do it with a good attitude,
good
character, and
because if not, I don't want you. I already got people lined up at the door. I handpick my players. I don't go through no recruiting automatic system. It's Major Strong, the number 7 player in the country. I want Major Strong. I ain't even go to his house. I had my assistant's assistant to call his mama.
Well, I just got Grant Hills ready to play for me.
The proof is in the pudding. I got 6, 7 natties. Why wouldn't you come play for me? The John Calipari's, the John Thompsons, the Syracuse coaches. I'm sorry to forget anybody. The John Woodens at UCLA.
Ain't Penny out there coaching now?
Penny at Memphis.
That's at Memphis. That's D1.
That's where he came from.
He's trying to get it done.
And when he was there, it wouldn't D1.
I want to do the kids like playing for him. Probably.
I believe they do because of the stature.
Yeah.
He hadn't really had too many prominent players come out. He hadn't, but he's still young in it though. Shout out to Penny. I would love to play for Memphis under Penny Hardaway. But kids these days, Strong don't know who he is. They don't know Mr. Phone Positive that costs more than Jordans. This day.
He was like Jordan for a couple of years. His best years, his injury.
When Jordan left, Penny Hardaway was the best guard in the world.
I mean, it was him and Grant Hill.
Him and Grant Hill.
It was him
due to injuries.
Yeah, Grant
T-Mac.
Yeah.
Due to injuries. So let me finish up some of these cons. Believe in the hype by not playing good competition. You playing in Falkville and Coleman and ain't playing nobody averaging 30. But you go to Atlanta and Birmingham and you can't even score 4.
But these guys just that different? Just the competition just that different?
Because I've been playing since I was 5. I've been training since I was 5, 6. My daddy was in the league. My uncle was in the league. My brother played overseas. My older cousin is the top ranked player in the country right now. But these bigger cities, though, Strong, is more talent, is more, opportunity too. So moving on. Playing on teams for the wrong reasons. Playing for a sponsored team is amazing, right? Everybody don't get to do it. Some people pay to do it. Some people just naturally gifted to do it. But if I'm not going to play on this sponsored team, go to a local team to where you could show more of your talents.
Oh, so you saying if I'm the 12th guy, that's not going to get any burn.
On a sponsored team, and I'm not from the city that where this team is like out of. Let's say I play for Memphis Nike team, and I'm not from Memphis, and I'm the 12th man. Go back to your hometown.
But my parents don't got the bag for me to play for my hometown team, the unsponsored team. And I do want to play ball, and I do want to keep getting better and keep growing.
That's true.
Even if do they practice? Yeah, do the AAU teams
AAU
practice?
And I'm glad you brought that up. AAU practice, most AAU teams practice once a week. Because kids have
so they play more games than they practice.
Games. You more thrown together.
So you practicing during the game.
That's a fact. That's why I always say to you, I'm glad you brought that up. Coaches, AAU practice ain't for skills and skill sets. It's not to work on all these drills. I don't have time. I'm based out of Decatur, and I got this kid from Birmingham for 2 hours a week. Why am I doing 100 drills? No, put these little sets in. Put your players together that you want to be playing together. Go through your plays. We're going to scrimmage. More than anything, we're going up and down. We scrimmage. Just so kids can get to know each other, get to know each other games. It's not for skill sets. That's for trainers and training. It's not for that. We don't have the time, Strong.
It's basically for deciding your starting 5 and
my next 3 subs. And my 3 subs. Yeah. That's what it is. And the other extra 2 or 3 is for when
for practice.
Practice purposes, because you gotta add 10 to play. You're right, it's messed up, but I mean it's kinda not. Because it's cutthroat. AAU is for the best. And my other 2 or 3 extra players is for when him couldn't make it this weekend because family matters, or he played his other sport, or you know what I'm saying? Now you step in.
Oh, that's nasty.
That's why it is nasty. That's why I say you don't pay to play. You think you do, but you don't.
So Dennis Rodman can miss an AAU game.
Most definitely. A tournament.
And we're just gonna throw you the ninth man in.
Just until you get back.
And we still qualify because we got 11 players.
That's a fact. You qualify, you can play with 5. Oh. I've seen teams play with 5 and 6, like hood teams, and win. Just off grit. But I come from the era of flying a guy in from a different state to play in this one tournament on our team. And you paid $1,500 and he playing over your kid the whole tournament.
If you think they're not going to those extremes now, you are crazy. I bet it's crazy.
We flying him in and we gave him a little bag. And he got a boatload of free shoes and gear and all this to take home too.
And everything AAU is legal now.
Everything is AAU. I mean, everything is legal. Everything AAU is legal. Everything. That's the beauty of it.
What do you mean? Like my mom could get 10 bands?
They can buy my mama a house.
What? It can't be going down like that. Nah,
they can buy my mama a house and it's legal.
But that's not happening though,
Yeah.
So if I get
to the top 25.
So you saying if I get a Zion on my
boys
AAU
and girls,
team,
girls getting bags too. Females in high school, girls getting bags too.
So if I get a Caitlin Clark on my AAU team, I might get Caitlin. I mean, even if Caitlin might not want to take it, but I might want to get Caitlin's dad 25 bands.
And that's taking a gamble.
Please,
that's
sir,
taking a gamble. That's considering us.
We just want to just give you 25
That's
bands.
considering us. And she probably gonna come play for that tournament. And you'll never see her again. And if you do, it's either playing against her or on TV.
So off subject a little bit. I hate
go ahead.
How do you feel about the ladies beating up Caitlin Clark on the court?
I think two parts to that. I think it's one, Ricky Hazen. They giving you too much clout. And we're actually like that because you got the Aja Wilsons, you got the Breanna Stewarts, you got the even Angel Reese, even though she's rookie. I think it's Ricky Hazen, and I also blame her teammates. Why y'all ain't stepped up? Why had nobody got a flagrant foul? Why had nobody got ejected out of the game, suspended to show, hey, we're riding with her? She's the franchise, whether you like it or not. She is the face of women's basketball, whether you like it or not. Let's get that clear. Aja Wilson, I love you to death. You 2-3-time MVP. You are not the face of the WNBA. It's that little white girl from Iowa.
Man, she him like that?
She's him. My bad, she's her.
She her like
Y'all can put all the allegations. She looked like a man, used to be a man. She hooped like one. I know that.
Nah, it looked like they was putting hands on her out there.
And she's still averaging the dub. Come on, man. As a rookie, what are we talking about? She could have stayed in college for another year.
So look, like when she get ready to shoot a three, niggas is scared.
Off the bat. Pick and roll, I'm scared. Pick and roll, bro.
That joint going in.
Yeah, pick and roll. And we can kind of get back to zooming through. I gotta say this too, because we already really talked about the rise and fall of AAU. The rise is when kids are really getting high scholarships. Now it's to the point to where y'all just making highlight tapes and y'all getting these high scholarships. But after the coach see you for a semester, he's sending you home. Because I only went off word of mouth and video. It's called a highlight tape for a reason. You only took out the shots you made.
Can he make up for that player?
Instantly.
What, in college?
Instantly. I got my pick of the litter. Even if I ain't high D1.
No, I'm talking about during the season. I'm talking about the coach. I decided to get rid of this player, like you said, within a month.
Mm-hmm. Kids get replaced every January.
Okay, every January.
And I also have kids that was red-shirted, came in from JUCO, ready to play right now.
Dogs foaming at the mouth.
Foaming at the mouth, balls. Like, what do you mean? Then I got to get to this. Reclassification. Y'all have, it's been going on since the Land Before Time. When I was playing, before I was playing, reclassification means parents, a kid is, let's say he in the 10th grade. He didn't have the best 10th grade year, so at the end of the year, he flunked on purpose.
How could he be eligible to play?
He go to a different school.
How could he be eligible to play?
He go to a private school. Private schools are different rules. If I flunk at Decatur High School, whatever year, I can't go to Austin and play the next year. It's impossible.
But I can go to the Decatur Heritage.
I can go to the Decatur Heritage and get off.
And get off right away.
I can. Y'all shout out too. Because most of the times, it don't work. It don't. Lil Timmy ain't going to be like that whether he reclassed 3 or 4 times.
Timmy
just ain't that. Now, sometimes it works out to where a kid moves states or schools. He reclassed. He got better. But I will say this too, parents, because this is the part they ain't going to tell you. You ineligible for all-star games because you too old. Your senior year, you got to leave early because you too old.
So it don't work then?
It just depends on Who eyes you looking through?
So what you saying? A 19-year-old can't finish their can't
First of all,
if
you 19 before September in Alabama high school, you can't play your senior anyway. Wow. It's a lot of kids that died behind that rule. Because you either reclassed or you flunked the 6th grade.
But I do think holding your kid back in the 1st grade or kindergarten is a good thing.
Can be
for their body development.
Can be.
And, I mean that's just a no-brainer.
True. Now but what are you going off for though?
Man, I want. It's so much segue to that. Well, the baseball kids be old. It's so old, like, and that's what their parents do. Like they keep them. We want Jimmy, who's 22, to be in the 8th grade.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
rules different though.
Okay.
Rules different for different sports.
Okay.
Because football, you can be 19 and play.
In high school and baseball.
Baseball, you can go to the league earlier.
Yeah, you going? They take them boys straight to the league.
I was in JUCO with 5 MLB players. Mike Piazza went to Miami-Dade. Mike Piazza, Golden Glove catcher, played for the Mets.
Yeah.
Kids was going out of Miami-Dade Junior College straight to the MLB, Division I. And not saying it like that, I'm just saying like it's different rules, it's different strokes, and different folks. So strong reclassing ain't always the best option. You can hold them back in the 1st, 2nd grade, but you're going to pay for it later on, if that makes sense. Or he got to go to a prep school.
But if my child was, I had one of those early birthdays and was going to graduate at 17,
which is me,
then that is awesome to hold this child back for
a year. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. I even had one of those talks with my pops in 11th grade.
Because a lot of parents, they want to start their child off as early as they can.
Especially now.
And I don't think that's the best thing. Well, yeah, parents want daycare. They want, it's...
Because they live in what?
Man.
Through them. Y'all got to stop. Let your kid be your kid. Stop living through them, Strong. You got to stop. Guide them and mold them the best you can. But help them make the decisions that's best for them and not you.
Us parents, we definitely want to. We definitely want to sometimes live vicariously through our kids. That's definitely something that I had to learn and grow out of, and give my child their own space. Both of my children, yeah. I mean, more so my son is. You know what I'm saying? Live with me, so yeah, I agree with that. Like, that's a big thing to learn, accept, whatever, let go of.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Let these folks be.
Coaches, and we're going to kind of zoom through this. Coaches, please, get into the AAU coaching world. Know all y'all not getting paid. Know all y'all not sponsored. Please do it for the right reasons. Do it for the betterment of the kid. Please try to help the kid get out of whatever situation they're in. Try to help the kid get a scholarship. Stop getting these coaching jobs for clout, money, to deal with the single moms. I can do this for your kid to get you on your kid playing time. All that is nasty work. They even accused me of it. Never happened. I got to clear that up, Strong. This is the Wild Out Podcast, my platform. I have to clear that up. Never happened. Coaches, please get in it for the right reasons, okay? Because what parents and kids don't realize is college coaches call your high school coach first and your AAU coach second. Your future is kind of in their hands. I can lie on Major and Major not get that scholarship.
What is a clout coach? Because that's something that's new, right?
Right. It's new.
What is a clout coach, and what's the cons of my kid getting involved with a clout coach?
Okay, clout coach is we film everything. I took this job to make it seem like I really know what I'm doing, but in real life, I got 5 hymns.
Well, that's a blessing, though.
It's a blessing, but you can't make it about you when this fell in your lap. Pause.
But if I'm a AAU clout coach, I'm supposed to get the best player. I'm supposed to get the best players I possibly can get.
But it didn't come from you. It may have been that program. Like an Alabama Lasers program is embedded. A Southeast Elite Reebok is embedded. Birmingham Ice embedded. Alabama Challenge is embedded.
How are these elite teams, AAU teams that you calling out? How do they choose their coaches? Do they have the same coaches every year?
Some of them is grandfathered in. Nope. Some of them is grandfathered in. We were just talking about that earlier.
Some of the coaches are grandfathered
in. But like I said, some of them might be grandfathered in. A lot of these coaches really don't have the credentials, man. And there's no shade to them because as long as you doing it right for the right purpose and the right reasons, I salute it. I'm all for it, for the betterment of the kids, to help these kids become better young men first and better basketball players second. But I will say this too. It's not just the coaches, it's the parents that's enabling these little Johnnies and little Timmies who really don't put in no real work ethic, but they killing rec league, they killing 1A, 2A, 3A basketball, ain't really playing nobody. And then when you get to the real AAU, you ain't got to be on a sponsor team to play no real dogs. When you get to playing them and you ain't putting up 20 and 30, that's when some of the parents get to, oh, it's the coach. He ain't playing as much as he's supposed to. Yes, he is.
So are 6A and 7A teams, are they in comparison to, how do you compare a 6A or 7A team to an AAU team? Is an AAU team supposed to be like much better than a 7A team? That's basically the school had to pick of the litter?
Technically, no. Technically, a good AAU team is the best players in your area from 1A to 7A. Technically. Right? He can be him on either one of the classifications. You can have 10 1A kids. But in order for y'all to be good, you either got to have a great system or like 3 or 4 of them is actually hymns. They just can't help that they go to Danville or Priceville. You see what I'm saying? Or Cortland or Hazelwood. They can't help
but they putting up 35.
Or Bills. Yeah, you can't help that. Bills going to be Bills wherever Bills win.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But as far as, okay, let's break it down even to smaller terms. 5A through 7A is like D1, D2. 4A down, JUCO, D2, NAIA, D3. It's just levels of everything you do in life. It just is.
I think the D1 scholarships got to be down from the past.
They definitely are.
Now that the bag is involved,
they definitely are.
I'm sorry to just keep being
no, you
on
right.
your podcast.
You right.
I mean, my God.
You right.
I think the D1 scholarships got to be down from the offers or the scholarships they used to. Now, do you think we're going to see any kids on D1 teams paying?
Paying? They do that now. They call walk-ons. The 11th and 12th man of every Division I team is paying. I'm going to whisper it. They're paying.
And a D1 team is make money every game?
He's slick a manager. He's slick get a water and towels out. No.
But they got a warm up.
And he live in the basement of the Coliseum. Y'all didn't know that.
No way.
No, I'm telling you this. Strong.
Man, ain't no way.
Strong, he live in the gym. His room is up under the court. He don't get free meals in such and such and such.
Oh, but that's how he living free, though.
That's how he living free, though.
That's a blessing.
Depending on who you ask.
Well, I don't come from much.
Yeah, so, depending on who you ask.
Yeah.
To some people, it's offensive. But those 11 and 12 men really come from a bag. So it really don't even be...
I'm old, so that's Rudy.
My daddy on the booster.
Rudy.
My daddy in the booster club. My daddy bought these uniforms.
And I'm sorry, AF.
I didn't even start on my high school team.
But I'm running out with the the Michigan.
Never took my warm-up off. I'm a warm-up All-American. I'm in warm-ups getting off. I got 30 in warm-ups.
The coldest finger
I'm the
roll.
coldest finger. You remember how we used to stretch it out, then butter roll? They doing all of that.
T-Bumpers knew how to do it.
Freddie Harris was the king of that. Shout out to Freddie. You the only person I know that got hurt in warm-ups.
Shout out to
you the only person I ever seen do that. Shout out to you, man. You got a link soon too. But we're gonna get to the closing to these parents that like to close up on this strong. It's to stop being so biased. Your kid was Mr. Basketball in 1A. AAU, he the 10th man.
Can't get the ball up the court.
They guard him 94. We already know he ain't like that. Because let me put y'all in on a secret. Some basketball fans, non-basketball fans. The best player in warm-ups is the worst player on the court. He the worst. He is the worst. Because real hymns and warm-ups, we really chilling. We trying to conserve our energy for the game. Now, we might throw one up, one or two, just to get the crowd going, boom. But going full speed and warm, you done broke a sweat. He trash.
Man, I remember I ain't never see Marvin Stone them do nothing in the layup.
Come on, bro. I might not even be out here the whole time. I might be sitting down on the bench while y'all warming up.
But they used to let Fire get off in the layup line.
But see, it's different. But he was one-on-ones, though. He was one-on-one. Shout out RIP, J5, man. Damn, we fallen soldier, bro. He don't get enough credit, man.
RIP 5.
RIP 5, man. So, social media.
So, am I gonna get a scholarship because I put my best, 10 reels on here? I caught dude with the dunk. Then I did the left hand, crazy joint. I got a couple 3 joints.
Sad to say.
And I can make it to D1.
And I average 10 at a 4A. I'm average. I'm average in real life. Yes, you can. But like I said, Strong, those are the players that make it to January. I already knew you wouldn't like that before the season started, but by law, contractual law, you didn't fail no drug test. You ain't flunked out. You ain't got in trouble. I got to keep you until I don't have to no more. Now I got this JUCO kid, a.k.a. this prep school kid that's eligible in January. You finished. Because now it's off production. It wasn't like that in my time and your time. You have to earn it. If Strong signed a scholarship to Auburn for 4 years, they got to earn Strong until he do something stupid. He can be as trash as he want to be.
Oh, but now the new thing is year for year.
It's year for year.
So these 1-year contracts.
Because we doing this. Are you going to pay 55 racks to go to Alabama with no financial or academic scholarship? You're not, Strong. So, coming to the end, pause. I got to say this too, and I'm going to leave it alone. I'm a basketball trainer myself. Shout out to Kyra Lewis, my biggest and best player that I've ever trained, right? Went lotto, number 13, to the Pelicans. You basketball trainers, stop overcharging these parents and you ain't got no real credentials. If you ain't never made it to college, why are you charging $75 to $100 an hour training kids? What information or knowledge or IQ do you actually have if you never played college basketball and you charging at 75? You shouldn't even be charging 50, my guy. You damn near need to be doing it off the strength. And no disrespect, you getting a lot of these, I'ma just say this because it's not about a race. non-aware parents. Unaware parents. You're unaware. You don't know he went to Butler and he never went nowhere past it. And he charged you $100 an hour to set some cones and chairs out, and Strong is nasty, man.
Your child is not benefiting from the workouts?
Ain't even sweating.
But I'm paying $1? I've been to a couple coaches, local coaches' workouts, and I thought that was great.
For sure. A lot of them do it off the love. Just come in here, and we're going to do it. Strong, I got every accolade in the world, amateur-wise. Yeah. Not pro, but amateur-wise. There ain't really too much you can say that I ain't got. Yeah. Strong, I charge $30 an hour.
Man, that is like an amazing... In this economy still?
I couldn't charge $100.
No, I wouldn't do that.
But I could.
Yeah, no.
But I also know where I live at.
Not saying that the value isn't 100. Yeah, not saying the value is not 100.
No, and not my accolade is what I'm teaching you.
Yeah.
Because I'm teaching your kid Division I college stuff in high school that your local joker couldn't almost fathom. I come up with drills in my head off the dome because I've been in and done it so much. But it's not only about that, it's just in general, man. Please stop jipping these parents, because most of these parents are really bought in and they really want better for their kids, man. Please stop doing this, man. Please. I don't want to hear nothing more about you didn't make it past Hartzell and you training kids, bro. Stop, man. Even if you're doing it, stop taxing. Stop. Stop, you disrespecting the game. Stop.
I like, what you mean, like guys that average like 5 and that, but can't they be good coaches and mentors?
I never said that you couldn't. I'm saying out the gate, your first year training, you taxing for $50 a pop?
And average 5? 8?
What are we talking about? But I also blame the parents too, because they don't do their due diligence. Did you do research on this guy? Or Susan just told you, hey, he's good, because Susan don't have no metric to grade it off of.
And I'll do anything for my kids.
And I understand that. That's why I said for the parents, because us as trainers, we know the parents who...
If my kids are passionate about learning the game...
They'll pay anything for their kid to... Yeah, but it also come back on you, and is that kid developing? How many kids made the team you had this year? How many kids made varsity? How many kids got college scholarships that you've been training? The proof be in the pudding.
Now, the latter question that you asked is how many kids got college scholarships that you training. That's a big one.
Or even starting on varsity. Or even playing varsity. It's depths.
If I'm training, I definitely want the kid to make it to the varsity.
9th grade if they can. And even if not, 10th grade, we working to get better. However long it take. But stop selling all these dreams, talking about I can do this and do that for $56 an hour. And he in the 9th grade, and after he done with you, he's still on freshman.
B team. That
don't even count.
Yeah.
Y'all got to stop claiming B team and freshman stats too. They don't count. Have you ever heard somebody say we want a B team championship?
Is there such a thing?
It don't exist.
I didn't think.
Freshman? Oh, we want a freshman tournament.
Did they have that when we were...
They still do, and it don't mean anything.
Yeah, I don't know anything about anything.
Guess what the best B team player means?
It means that you are a C guy on the varsity team in your junior year when you finally make it.
They pulled me up for holidays.
Not
just to fill out the bench.
Yeah.
10th grade mean you really the 13th best player at this school. B team don't count. Freshmen don't either.
But the experience that the kids get.
No, for sure. I'm just speaking on the guys who go off those actual Stats.
Oh no, you not.
You gotta leave that alone.
You not him if you on the B team.
You gotta leave that alone. That don't even count. But
now,
you're right.
I will say some freshmen develop faster than other ones. So if you're not off the B team by the middle of your 10th grade year, if you're not taking a coming for a varsity guy's head middle end of your 10th grade year, something wrong.
It's kind of spooky.
It's actually spooky if you're on B team more than a year, and you're thinking you him.
In 11th grade, it's illegal for you to be on B team. So if you still on B team in 11th grade,
you can't be on the B team in 11th grade. Yeah, no.
Back in our day, you could. You know some guys.
Man, you
know some guys too. He knows some guys that like that too.
I ain't finna say that.
But no, listen, Strong. Listen, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I do. This has been another episode of the Wild Out Podcast. Like, subscribe, share, stop hating. All you gotta do is press the button, bro. That's it. It don't cost you nothing. Nothing. Hey, and I apologize to my true core fans for this layoff that I had, but we back.
Man, that's a nasty layoff. But why lie?
I was wrong for it. Now I'm back.